Autopet, it's me, the African Wild Dog, back with another Danger Packalog, and here I want to talk about the Golden Pack matchups because previously I've made a video about like how I think the matchup is miserable for Pack 4 and I think like Danger should be like favored all the time. But today I played a practice match against my teammate here, who is a Golden Pack player, and he beat me like 5-1, which is amazing. And I want to go through the game and see like and kind of like talk about like how he beat me and like what's the tech that becomes like the reason why I lost here. And I think there's like a couple things that that is similar to like how Golden Pack beating against like other pack, and I think the main thing that why Golden Pack is really good is because like its ability to just like have a pretty deceptive board. Like you can just have like a very low stats board, but it's still like a very powerful one because it's very like efficient in generating stats and like tempo wise within the battle. And I want going to give like a quick shout out here, like something like a Warthog and something like a Trumpet spam, and there's also the Nurture stuff where you can just deal 18 damage to your opponent. Like there's a bunch of ways. There's also PDF. There's also like a PDF with Fleet, right? There's a bunch of ways to just like being able to generate a lot of tempo really fast and soon. And that's like I think the beauty of Golden Pack, and I think the reason why I like the pack so much because it requires all of this like in battle interactions. But soon as well, the pack is going to receive Honeydew Melon, which would make the pack even stronger because now we have like a real protection, not like unlike stuff like potatoes that only protects from snipes. This also just protects with like a normal swing, which it's going to be scary for me, I think, but let's see where that ends up because ultimately I think the other packs still have better tools to play compared to like Golden Pack. But yeah, that's just the intro, and I want to show first of all, as you can see the team here, I have like a lot of Sumatran Tiger on these games, and this is supposed to be like the way you beat the Golden Pack, which is like a lot of jumpers. If you go to the Danger Pack list, right, there's like a Snow Leopard, there's a Sumatran Tiger, and stuff like Tasmanian Devil. But I found from this game it's not that effective because the Tasmanian Devil was like pretty nice for a bit, but I found that when he start putting chocolate cake on the unit that is targeted by the Tasmanian Devil, I'm not getting like that much value out of it. In any case, I'm just like guaranteeing for the chocolate cake to trigger. So there is a bunch of situations why I do want to get out of the Tasmanian Devil. Granted as well, like I think one of the other pet that is super powerful in this matchup is like the Golden Tamarin because of the Red Dragon, the Sea Cucumber, the Snow Leopard, and the Crocodile as well. Like all of those things could beat Golden Pack boards pretty comfortably. But what I found after like playing all of these games is that or like Tasmanian Devil, as I said, and Sumatran Tiger is also like Sumatran Tiger and Snow Leopard should be still pretty strong. But the way that he beats me on all of these games and the way that he beats like my Sumatran Tiger is like by using Pteranodon, which is I thought it was pretty interesting, and I didn't think too much about like how good Pteranodon would be within the matchup until I actually played this practice set. But it makes as you can see here, by the way, like just visually my board have like a bigger stats, and it's not like I have a 1548 here with the Longcomb's Office. It was like something else. It was a Tasmanian Devil I transformed because I figured it doesn't actually do anything because they just have a bunch of chocolate cakes. And as you can see, I also have White Okra to try to like beat his Flea, but the Flea is still like a pretty annoying unit in this matchups, and I need to. And the reason why I say that Pteranodon is really annoying is because technically speaking, I can hit like anything on this board, but like if possible, I do want the Sumatran Tiger to hit something that doesn't have a chocolate cake, so I don't just give him like a free trigger, right? I do want to, which means I only have 3 targets here that is going to be good for me. And the only really good target is the Pteranodon. Just like deny the Pteranodon value completely, but that means I need to like read where the Pteranodon is going to be every single turn. And the way that the Sumatran Tiger works is that it only damaged like 2/6, right? With the level 2, it have like the 6 damage splash within the 2 spots. So if he's like careful and he just like put either tomato, or not tomato, sorry, potato, or just like a waffle on his unit and just make it sure that it like survive the Smetan Tiger, the Pteranodon. If I don't like target the Pteranodon perfectly, it will just get value. And the second reason is like Pteranodon is practically just mushroom, right? So I had another turn where I target his Tiger Antelope, but like, and the Amazon River Javelin is going to instantly kill the Tiger. But because of Pteranodon value, even if I snipe the Saiga, it will just still respawn, and he still gets a level 3 Saiga Antelope because of the Pteranodon value. So that's really annoying. And the Flea also, just like getting Flea targeted, is not really that bad for him. He's just getting like, and this Flea is also like controlling my board pretty heftily. As conventional wisdom suggests, like if you have a Flea against his back, it's not that good because of White Oak Crest, but the Flea also denies me value of stakes, and as you can see, I have a green turtle. I forget what this was. I think it was a blue whale that I transformed, and I got like a gigantic green turtle from like a bunch of monk seal trigger. But yeah, here it denies me from doing Cocoa Bean to try to like beat, and right now, as you can see, he's like running a bunch of trumpets, so I am trying to fight like an inevitability of like a 50-50 golden retriever, and it's not like my board have any ways to deal with that, because like all of my units is below 30 HP, right? I need like 30 HP for that to work, and I was hoping that that would give it me enough, but 3 triggers would give me like 6/6, which even 6 is not enough to get me above like the 30 HP requirement for it to be surviving melon. There's like also another thing that I could have done, which is leveling the green sea turtle, so I get like a melon that blocks 40 damage. That would help me with beating the green sea turtle. And I think I realized this too late that I could have done that, but I thought the Sumatan Tiger level up is more important, but now, on retrospect, I think the green sea turtle level is more important, because I was trying to get the splash damage on Sumatan Tiger, yeah. But yeah, that's one of them. Like the Pteranodon is surprisingly much more impactful than I thought. And yeah, the 50-50 dog, so it's still like the same thing beating this pack, and I think it's the same thing but like beating pack 5 as well, where you have a 50-50 dogs, like a pretty powerful unit. Like, I think it can be understated how good it is to have like a tall unit in this game, where that one singular tall unit can just clean through like 3 or 4 pets by how big it is. And inside of this Beluga is also Warthog. I'm just going to play the round here and see, we can see what happened. So yeah, here I snipe the Flea, spawn another Flea, and yeah, the Flea just like denies me of any cocoa, any stakes, so I can't do that against. And I was trying to rely on the green citadel to try like get in there, and here I also just have a bad breakpoint to the Warthog. But I thought it was fine. Like I didn't think that this starting line is exactly my problem. But as you can see here within the battle, the Longcomb Sawfish died too quickly, and now my opponent have a 50-50 dog and still a Flea, so my green citadel is like activating too fast, and now the dog is here, and even with the melon it is not enough to block it, because it's only 20 damage and I lose that round. So yeah, I needed like a solution to have against the Coco. And another thing that I could have done is like just having more jumpers, so that we come to the point where I just clean up this entire board, but I unfortunately only have 1 jumper assist. I was trying to reroll my pets like Longcomb Sawfish. I guess the only thing that I would like happy with the Sawfish was like a Tamarin. Tamarin would be really good against this. I reposition my Sumatan Tiger. If I kept it in the same position, I could have just sniped his Pteranodon, but I honestly don't really know if sniping this Pteranodon at this point is that relevant either, because right now it's just a mushroom and he still have a level 3 Saiga Antelope. So like, even if let's just say I denied the Pteranodon value of duplicating the level 3 Nihila of 24 trumpet, right? This is still 4. The Saiga Antelope is going to trigger like twice, so it's going to be like 18 trumpets from just all of this, and I think the second Pteranodon will still activate even it like if I get a splash damage, right? Let's say I smack the flea, and I think the Pteranodon is still activating and it's respawning this flea. I'm not sure, but maybe I'm wrong on that. But let's just say that he have 2 triggers on the second floor and at max 3, so it's going to be like 18, and it might be like 27. So 18 plus 24, that's going to be like what, 30, 42. That's still like pretty strong, and it's not like exactly that there's ways for me to deal with that. And here this Coco is just like hoping that it would hit the Warthog, but then again I did a miscalculation here. There was probably like a way where I don't even use the full value of the Taita, but yeah, I did a miscalculation here. I forgot that the Warthog is just going to, or like this 2 is just going to trade, so I should not be putting the green Citron in the front. I should have just put in the back, and I was thinking like the Amazon River Dolphin can snipe something, but yeah, this positioning was just a mistake. I put the Coco to try to like copy the Warthog Beluga, and yeah, that didn't work. And the rest of the round happened the same way. He just basically I just can't beat the gigantic dog that is spawning here. And that is the 50-50. Maybe I could have put the Taida on the 4th position and tried to like copy the Golden Retriever. That is attack, like the Taida is guaranteed to not get hit by the flea, right? Because it's the smallest unit. He only have 4 fleas. But then again, that's also like another, I don't know, maybe I was just putting the Coco Bean wrong here. Maybe I should have just like put in the 4th position. But yeah, just shout out on this deck. Let's see if there's anything else. I think that's the main thing, actually. I think that the entire game is just kind of like summing up my whole thought about like this matchup specifically. The first game is similar as well. I thought I have a really good board here. I just have a gigantic fan muscle, almost level 3 Taita. On this game, he actually hit quite a similar board, and I think at the end, here I missed my read on the Sumatran Tiger again, so there's a bunch of just all my own fault as well, like not predicting where his unit's going to be. And that's also the thing about the Okra, right? Like, it is on average going to be better than the Melon because it's a 2 trigger and it's like also blocking element, but it can be understated that it is on the first swing it only blocks 10 damage. So if you have like a unit that just higher than 25 HP on the Taida Trust with the Okra, you could just like break through it. I was wondering whether this Melon was a mistake, but on the yeah, maybe I should have just like put a Melon on the Taida. I was thinking that I want like a Coco or a steak on the Taida, but probably I could have just like put Melon on the Taida and put Okra on the fan muscle. Like it's probably just better to put Melon on the lower HP unit because he wants more protections, but I'm not sure. It doesn't have enough like attack to justify putting a Melon on it. It's the problem with it. But here my opponent have a Warthog again. In I position like this, but unfortunately that actually just triggers the clear in, so that's another like shout out. You can do something like this, and Pita Bread is also just like an underrated protection. We've been like complaining about, like I myself included, that Pita Bread requires your unit to actually survive, right, to be able to activate its ability. And here, as you can see again, I don't think a Melon would have changed that outcome, but just while looking at it, like, yeah, because my White Okra is only blocking like 10 damage, right, the gigantic Saiga Antelope just insta one-shot it. So very interesting experience going through all of these games. Some stuff that I never thought about going into the matchup, because I thought going into it I was favored. And I think I already built some good boards here. But as per usual, the Warthog Beluga is really strong. My jump attacks can't really cover over that. Coco, the other attacks that we could have done is the Coco and just like Golden Tamarin, having like, because Golden Tamarin pack a lot of elements in it, so I could have just like removed all of his equipments as well. But yeah, just in conclusion, the matchup seems free for Danger Pack, but after playing all of these games, it probably like more difficult than I initially thought, given that the Golden Pack player is good. And this person that I played is pretty strong. Shout out. I think he's in the leaderboard currently. I don't remember. Is he still here? I don't see his name. He was like 2k recently. Or maybe he's not here anymore, but yeah, shout out. A good golden player, and gave me some insights in the danger golden matchup, and I should be more careful rather than going through the matchup being like, oh yeah, I'm favored, I'm just going to be winning this. Good learning opportunity. Hopefully you all enjoy that game. Hopefully that was informative, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.